Hello, all. Welcome to this reading. We're going to do a combo again this week. So, we're going to start with the portal of today, if we're following this calendar that we're following. I know there's lots of discussion about which calendar we should be on, but we'll get there. Let's not rush anything. Let's just stick where we are for now, and it'll all be good. So we're going to do the reading for the 9-9 portal. I really haven't prepared a ton or for the read for the week, which we're going to do after. Um, but September, let's just talk about September. Energetically and just astrologically, etc., this is going to be a really big month. Um, I feel like though it's really pushing us just in general to be um, really self reflective, introspective, those kind of things, especially as we're heading into that eclipse coming up in a couple weeks, or yeah, next week, the week after. Anyway, I think it's around the 18th. So we've got a bit of time. Um, like only a week. Anyway, that we'll have, I'm sure I'll have lots of videos this month because there's, like I said, there's just so much going on, equinox, all of that. And it all will factor in and will matter, but it seems like the big focus is sort of like it's like this weird preparation for us. Now, I don't want to say the ego is going to be gone or dead or an ego death, but in a way, that's kind of what we're getting at. It seems like we're being geared to like go through all the challenges that our ego gives us, but then like it's almost like it's a last hurrah, like we're saying goodbye to it, which is good because energetically moving on, I you know, I think that's a big construct of this third dimensional reality. It's served us well to this point in terms of helping us progress spiritually, learning our lessons, doing all those things. But it's like, it almost feels like that of it is coming to an end, right? So we'll be in that state of more like what we've been trying to achieve of non-dualistic behavior, right? So just being, right? Just one with it all and being. So Um, yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I don't think the lessons are going to be super fun this month. It's gonna be a taskmaster. It is literally, we've gone back to cosmic school this year and we're being put through, this is our final year, like we're graduating this year, which is great. We've talked about that before too. So I know it's a little bit, I'm feeling this energy right now. It's just like, um, it's not comfortable, but it's not bad, but it's also it's a little dense and tough, and it's not always like, yeah, some days just feel like way too heavy. And it's just an energetic heaviness. It isn't at this space where you're just like, you know, like it's not a depression or those sorts of things. It feels completely different. It's just really like it is kind of like slogging through mud a little bit, right? It's just like it feels like it's slowing us down, it's making us tired. But those are also really good indications that something is on its way. So, yeah, we, you know, we were built for this time. We just gotta slog through the mud, so to speak. One second. Okay, so we're gonna read the 9-9 portal first. I'm gonna do one of the Nature Rhythms Oracle to get the overall. Then we'll do some portal cards, and then we'll just see what we have going forward for September. I think we'll do the golden. Um, oh my gosh, I just forgot the name of that deck. Terrible. Okay. Oh no, I'm only doing one of these. All right, what did we get? Psychic antenna. Ooh, okay. This makes sense. Like this portal, again, we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks. Is like there's a real big amping up of our abilities. Um, I think that's part of that density too, is it's like um, we're feeling and learning things and seeing them from different perspective now, and we're like, okay, well, this is new, and I don't quite understand this. So it's taking us like, yeah, it kind of is like going deep this September. It's like, what does this really mean? What does this really look like? And what, who am I really? And like all those really deep questions. But that's good. But more and more, I even notice for myself, like I don't want to say abilities that I didn't have before, but it's like things are coming more easily, um, and I do see them now in um, a different way, right? It's it's very interesting. Okay, let's September overall and this portal. I clean my antenna so that I may be a channel for benevolent guides. Your soul star chakra, or energetic antenna above the crown chakra, above your head, is a tool to communicate with your higher self and connect with your guides from alternate dimensions. Okay, so like we're really amping up. I That was the other thing I wanted to say is it's like it seems like the work that we're being asked to do every week is like further connecting us to our higher self. So um, yeah, I could only think that this eclipse is just gonna like turn that switch. Remember, we've been waiting for like we're ready, but the main power switch hasn't been turned on. I think it's coming. So this is to prepare us for that energy coming in. When this channel is clear and our intentions to connect are consistent, that's the key, we can escape the confines of the third dimensional reality. Okay, perfect. That's exactly because I that's been one of my big questions. It's just like, when I'm down here and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta pay this bill and like, how do we get out of this? Like I'm so done with it. But I don't know how to transition to that. But what I think this means is like yeah, keep yourself clear, keep yourself with good intentions and consistency. So make sure we're doing this work every day. Um, yeah, because like it's just sort of like the beacon, right? It's like, hey, like this is coming. It's like it's like they would give us a date on the calendar, but they can't. But if the work's all done, then we're just ready to go, and that's it's all good, right? This card reminds you that you have the ability as it asks you to clear your psychic antenna. Decalcify your pineal gland is the first step. It's tricky sometimes in this third dimension, but do your best. um, Regularly gaze at low lying morning sun, ingest chlorophyll rich foods, avoid fluoride. Yeah, I know. And block the blue light from screens on your devices. Upon cleansing your antenna, be clear with your intentions to connect with your benevolent guides. So, yeah, again, doing our best. I know we live on a planet where like avoiding fluoride isn't necessarily easy because well, we know why. That's we won't get into. But do your best to clear. And there's frequency music available that helps clean that up or to calcify the third eye. So it's just like, yeah, we're ready to go. Like I said, the power switch is coming on. Just make sure you're building a good foundation of where we want to head, right? You want to connect with your higher self and know your purpose and that should be our intention. So just setting that every day in September seems to be what we're being asked to do. All right, let's use the portal cards to see what this portal is all about. We'll do 3 of these. Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is like, yeah, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this time, and it's here. And yeah, it just away we go. Um, okay, first, well, I'll read them backwards from what I drew them. We've got the Gaia Gateway activation. So, I mean, part of the thing about this ascension process, or whatever you would like to call it, is that it's not just us ascending, it's the planet we live on. Gaia, her energy, her spirit, she's been ascending for, well, probably since 2012, right? So, this tells you how long of a process this is, right? We've all been going through it since 2012 and maybe even sooner than that. Um, it's been an ongoing process this whole time. Um, so it's not just one flash bang and we're done. Like there still could be a just looking at the next set of cards, there still could be a cosmic event that, you know, accelerates the rest of the people that aren't quite there yet. It might need to happen. I don't know. I don't know how this all works. I just know that we're here to help facilitate it. Okay, the Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences. That's been life. Wisdom transmission. So, yeah, there's really like as this eclipse comes through in September, but also just like we're really like, again, it's back to that all systems go thing. It's just like all the little switches are being flicked, all the checks and balances are being done. Like we haven't taken off yet, but we're really close, right? So more things are going to be coming to you. And then the earth intelligence piece is like that is our direct connection to Gaia. And there's a wisdom in there for us. And this is also why we're here. So it's starting to work more with that stuff and really getting into um, you know, setting yourself up to be in the best position you can be, clearing your antenna, um, paying more attention to all the psychic information you're getting, intuitive information, and not just letting it just bypass you, just be like, oh, okay, that's nice. But like doing the deep, again, deep September. I get it now. I get it now. It's been referred to in a couple of things, and it's this is a deep dive in here, um, and not in that way, not in that dark night of the soul way. I mean, there's definitely people who have not done their work up to this point, and they are going to be going through that dark night. Um, but that's okay because we get the light. Um, I'll just read the next card because it's really important. So, yeah, every time we get the Central Sun card as a portal, again, going to see lots of uh, oh my God, my brain just like literally shut right off there. Um, I have the pinwheel of death in my head. No, it's fine. I've got it. Um, anyway, there's going to be more solar activity, but it's interesting because this next eclipse coming up, if it's not, I can't remember if it's because this one coming up first is lunar, and then the next one is solar. And I think it might be the solar one is like there'll be totality in a few places, probably not in North America. But again, it's the ring of fire, right? So there's lots of energy coming in with those. So this card says abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. I just feel like, yeah, the codes are coming in with particularly this portal and the month of September to just really um, the final preparations before liftoff, right? So much fun. And then this is the funny part. It's not funny, but I always love this card for two reasons. It's a crown chakra upgrade. So again, when we're talking about third eye and crown, this is us really connecting to our higher selves and like our mission and also the universe, like connecting on a deep level. There's that word again, deep, deep. Divine connection is the word on this card. Holy experiences, miraculous energy. This is the Christ consciousness we've been waiting to come in, and the reason I always love it on this card is it's the crown chakra card activation, but we've got the dove, the peace dove, which is always representative of the Christ, and the heart in the actually didn't we also have that heart in another like last week's reading? There's a dove with a heart in it. It's in the other deck. Anyway, I know it's supposed to be its feet, but it looks like a heart, so I just read it as a heart. Anyway, the bottom line is we're it's time to spread our energetic wings and fly and bring in this energy of the Christ consciousness. This month is really that energy is coming in fully to be, and I don't even think it's just like, yeah, we need to integrate stuff and allow it to integrate, but like this is literally the power switch is going on this month with this eclipse, with everything going on. So um it's not so much a warning as it is a like, okay, like hope you're ready because it's coming. You can't stop it. It's happening. So just embrace every moment of it because it's going to be a miraculous energy, miracles, like things you like. And this is the thing. I think this is where we get stuck in that third dimensional thinking all the time. I don't want to do these yet. Um, that like it's such a limiting belief system, like we can only go this far, that's all we can do, right? um so when these things happen, like they'll you'll be like, oh my god, this is miraculous. Every time that happens, celebrate it, honor it, be grateful for it, and just keep uh like opening that heart chakra and just like appreciating every second of it, because like the more miracles we can invite in, the the better we go through this process, the faster we go through this process. Although I mean it's not really about speed. All right, I'm going to do three of the golden futures here as part of the portal read, and then we're going to look at the month of September. So, okay, you can't make it up. Okay, let's read this one first. Yeah, let's read this one first. The first one is psychic gifts. Learn to trust your intuition. That it's like, what is September about? September is about really fully allowing and activating and trusting. Trusting is a big one. I've had a couple Reiki students lately, and that's like the biggest hang up for us is trusting the information we're getting, right? Again, we always go back into that a little bit of self doubt, like, oh, I'm making it up. It's like the best way you become intuitive is you really have to start trusting every piece of information you're getting. And it is the deep dive that we're not just getting this information and going, okay, that's nice. It's doing the work and keep investigating into that, like, so that your psychic gifts are opening more and more and more. Trusting your intuition is like a big one this month. So, really working on that connection to the divine, um, being grateful, and like allowing miracles in. There's a card in one of the decks, and it's called, sorry, it's the best title on it. It's Expect a Miracle. Every day, get up every morning and be like, I expect a miracle today. I've been doing like the simple manifestation things, which make me feel better. So, it's the season's changing, but I always go out and I'm like, I see some dragonflies today. Do I see dragonflies within my day? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So it's little things like that. And it might not be dragonflies for you, it might be ladybugs, it might be a certain kind of bird, but start that. Just really play with it. Plus, connecting to nature at any time is going to be the most helpful piece for us. All right. This is really interesting. This is great. Actually, this is a beautiful card, and I'm glad we got it for September because we all know what's going on in the world. It doesn't matter where you are, so much is shifting and changing. This card makes, like, it's funny because this looks like an actual like human heart with the roots and everything with the blood vessels. Um, this just gives me hope, and here's why. It's leadership and decisions. Make choices for the highest good of all. So, this portal is about you doing those things for yourself in your life, but this is also just letting us know, do not worry about that outside thing. The right energy is coming in, and the right people are coming in. We are going to be okay. We're going to move, see, from a state of like what we have now to benevolence council, meaning people actually sit around and discuss the greater good, and the highest good. And so we're going to be moving from government to governance. So this card just came in, like it's very strong, just saying, don't don't worry about that. The new system, that is one of the new systems, right? That has to come in. It's believe it or not, ready to go. Some of you may even be part of it and don't know it yet. So um, use your psychic gifts and and again, and use your manifestation gifts. Bring in that energy of the good new benevolent system. And again, don't poop on this now, because it's like, expect a miracle on top of that. Yeah, right now it looks like we're like, oh my God, how the heck are we gonna get out of this? Like, we're not gonna make it through this. Don't don't feed that energy into it. Just know that it's on its way out and the new one is coming in. And just hold out good hope for the best energy we can get, right? Okay, the golden stellar internet also comes up. Communication in fifth dimensional ways. This is also part of again, it it would seem miraculous to us because it's something that we can't conceive of right now. We have everything the way it is, right? The internet is this. This is how it works. This is who owns it. This is why censorship is all over the, but we don't need we don't need them, right? Between crystals, telepathic, and etc., there's a whole new internet coming. So we are already interconnected. We just have to energetically, again, once the switch is turned on, which I'm guessing is going to be sometime this month, before the end of the year for sure. Um, it will surprise you what's about to happen, which is it's very exciting, you guys. It's very exciting. Anyway, we already have the ability to communicate. So, like, if the internet, this one, goes, um, it doesn't matter because I'll still have a channel telepathically. We'll still all be connected. Okay, I mean, autumn. Oh, okay. We've got 3 autumn cards, meaning so I always do the fairy tarot to kind of map out from this moment on the next few months, like what it's leading us to. So we've got 4 autumn cards, meaning it's happening now, and 1 winter. So that's good. Let's read these. Okay, the 4 of autumn. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Okay, I'm gonna like put a caveat on that because I don't feel it's about actual like physical money. Although this is also an indication that that goes hand in hand with other shifts that are happening, right? Other systems that need to be anyway. Okay, manage your resources wisely. This is an energy resource. So again, making sure you're doing the work. You're not giving too much. You're not putting too much energy into the 3D matrix that's causing us like so much right now. Okay. Um, do like, you know, do the things though that you need to do financially to make sure you're okay through this, right? So if you know what I'm talking about, um, there might be an alternative systems coming in, but there's going to be a transition of that. So whether you're keeping cash on hand or whatever it is that makes you feel better, make sure those things are done, but just also understand that like if we're talking about financially, we're in the middle of a shift. So just understanding too that like make sure your resources are stocked up. Make sure you have enough food, make sure you have enough water, whatever the things you need to like get you through. And again, no fear mongering around this. It's just like just be prepared if you can. Like, and if you're not, like I come up on weeks where I'm like, I'm not financially like in a place right now to stock up. Like I have been stocking up bit by bit over the years. So like I'm pretty sure I would be okay. Like, but it's just like do those little things and just yeah, so manage your resources wisely. And again, energetic resources are a big part of that because um like yeah, just make sure you're not giving your energy to low level stuff and the outside world, or a person that's sucking energy from you right now. We need none of that happening because we have to be conserving our energy for to make sure we're in the right place for this shift, right? Okay, so we also got the Queen of Autumn. Be practical, blah, blah, blah. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Hmm. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Interesting. Okay, be practical with respect to how you proceed. So I think it's about the energy management, conservation, a little bit of financial, but the ability to make anything more beautiful. That's manifestation. So make sure you're doing your manifestation work. Okay, we also got take steps to ensure financial security of your children and other loved ones. Making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Sorry, I just kind of, because that's very old system. Those words are very old system. So again, it's about energy and it is about a little bit of a financial, like, I don't want to call it a warning, some guidance from is like, just be prepared. Like, be prepared that this isn't a shift. So do what you think you need to do to keep yourself comfortable so that you're not going to panic and it's not going to distract you from the spiritual work. That's pretty much what I want to say about that. Okay. Here, after all that planning and whatever we're doing, we also got heading into winter. So positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. I don't. I think relocation is like we step into our fifth dimensional new earth consciousness. Yep, that's what I think. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, but yeah, but this month September's kind of about doing the deep dive, being prepared, getting everything in order because liftoff is imminent. All right, so that pretty much takes care of the portal. I'm not going to cut the video. It's 2:22 right now as I record this. Um, we're just going to go right into the read for the week, and I'm going to do it like so. What we just did, kind of advice wise, covers the first part of the week, right? That first card is the psychic antenna. So be doing everything you can to cleanse and clear the third eye, trusting your psychic abilities, all of those things. That's the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of it. Really be actively working on that stuff. At least, again, 5 minutes a day sometimes is all like that's required of us, is just tuning in, work on manifestations, do the little things that I just talked about. Just pick one thing you'd like to see and hopefully you see it during that day, or a song you'd like to hear that miraculously just comes on the radio. Play with it, deep dive into it. September is the overall message is this is a deep dive. So it's probably what we'll call this video, doing the deep dive. All right, I'm going to draw just 4 cards for the end of the week, so Thursday through Saturday, Sunday. I guess then next Monday, oof, man, I guess we're like, I don't know. I think I'm going to do a separate, um, do one eclipse video and the equinox video. I won't combine those. I might just do a full energy read next week. Oops, that card. I want it. Oh, where did it? Oh, I threw like 3 of them. Ha ha ha. Okay, that was a lot, but hopefully I can get these read. wasn't focusing, and then I threw a bunch of cards that I feel like we need to. Hmm. Anyway, let's read the end of this. Getting that. Okay, that's it. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. It's a mixed bag for the end of the week. Funny. Okay. Um. Where to start? Okay. Okay. What are we doing for the end of the week? Healing the heart. Um. I feel like it's funny because I almost want to read this feeling the heart. So end of the week's work is tending to ourselves, um, making sure heart chakra's in a good place, doing that kind of work around that. Um, again, just I'm gonna read this card first and then that one. We got three of these, so I'm just gonna read them. The land in between. We're not there in like that things are going to be like happening by the end of this week. It's like, okay, sorry, like keep doing you got to keep doing your work, but like we're still here. We're still in the middle waiting for whatever shift. It's not happening this week. And who knows if it's even this month, right? This is about this week though. So it's just like just a reminder we still are just I don't want to say in a holding pattern, but it's almost like that. It's like we're just waiting for the go, right? But it's not here yet. But don't just sit there now and just be waiting, right? And just, you know, um do the work because we also got the manifestation card, wishing upon a star. Wish upon a star. Spend this week at the end of the week manifesting, manifesting, manifesting. Like just play with it, do it. Okay. We also got two cards. I'll read this one first. End of the week, a little bit. I'm not going to call this says trickery on the card, but I'm going to go tricky. The energy is still going to be tricky. We're not out of it yet. And I don't think like eclipses generally tend to be a little bit of a rough ride just because so much is usually happening and shifting and changing. So, and again, don't say any of this to scare you, but like a lot of what we're doing here, we're being told to do in both sets of cards and both reads, is being prepared on all fronts on our spiritual, physical, emotional, financial, whatever those things are, is like, and it's because there is a big shift coming. And if we're not prepared, it's going to throw us a bit off kilter. It doesn't do anything terrible to us, and we still get to the same place in the end. But it's us, like, you know, um, making it harder on ourselves, which we'll get to the next card. Um, but we got the perception card too, right? And again, it's like we, I feel like a lot of us, even I, have this perception how I think things should go, right? Like we should just go through the secret garden door there, and ta-da, there's, you know, glowing energy and butterflies, and like, why don't we just go there now? Um, but it's just like it's never going to look like what we imagine if we're not imagining what it looks like. Does that make sense? It's like we have to be doing that manifestation work. Um, we got this card again because it's like it's still like again, I said it just a few minutes ago. We're our own worst enemy in all of this. We are the only person suppressing us in all of this is us. Oh, and I just wanted to have a warning about this card. Go back to that for a second. Is don't fall for all these dumb stories that are going to come out about what's really happening. Um, like it is tricky and trickery. So just be discerning about what you're, because otherwise you're going to go into this hunched over, like suppressive energy. Don't let it take you. We are not again, this card it's been coming up for weeks now. It's like there's clouds and blue sky above, right? The we're putting ourselves in our own prison down here. Like and the other thing too, like I've said this before too, is that all the ropes, if you follow them in the picture, they're not really binding the person. They're not attached to anything. They're just like, if you just look up and climb out and stop, thinking you're in shackles and chains, you're not. The truth is, you're not. So it's like really work hard this week on not letting that suppression get to you, right? And that's our own work of like not doubting ourselves it all comes back to the beginning of like you have to trust your intuition. You are doing this, and you are part of this, and you were meant to be part of this, and you're worthy of this, and all of these solar plexus chakra things that like that you know take us out and let our bad ego control us and suppress us. I'm not good enough. I'm not. Change I'm not to I am this week as much as you can. I am powerful. I am strong. Fake it till you make it. Say it until it becomes reality. Say it till it's manifested. Change the vernacular of the way we're treating ourselves. And that's that heart healing card, right? If we're doubting ourselves and we're putting all this low energy on us going I'm not, that's just what we're manifesting more of. So trust yourselves, guys. you we are infinite divine beings. Connect to the divine this week. Do everything in your power to start shining your true beautiful light out there into the world. Okay. And then we also got dreams, which again is a third eye card. Messages, signs, symbols, guidance. Listen to what you're being told. Your intuition is working. You've got to trust it. That's the biggest thing, is trust your intuition. And maybe that needs to be the title. But also, it is the deep dive thing. Like, get a piece of information. When you get that sign, that symbol, that piece of information, again, don't just be like, oh, that's nice. Don't bypass it. Dive into it, right? You are in the house, and I'm going to use a friend for an example. She'll know who I'm talking about. The lights start flickering. Cool. Like, sit down, do the work. Is this light? Is this dark? What do I need to do in this situation? Everything that's coming to you, trust your intuition, right? Yeah. That's all it is about this week, which is great. All right, let's sum up the week by I'm going to do one last card for this portal. I mean, you guys basically have your homework. Turn all your I'm not into I am, and trust your intuition and do some deep dives. Do the deep work and connect divinely. Like, really say, like, this is just a matter of like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to talk to my higher self. Show me. Show me what I need to do. Show me the next steps. Show me how to connect to you. It's like the portal, it basically is open today. It's going to stay open through this whole eclipse. So take advantage of this time and space and connect with your guides, connect with your higher self. Okay, that's a good way to finish this week up. Expansion. I'm going to read out of the book because it's number 3. Threes are always a good number. Expansion. I am bountiful and expansive in my body, mind, and soul. The walls you have built around your heart, mind, and body are impermanent. They were created to keep you safe and protected. Beyond these walls, the opportunity to expand your awareness and grow into a grander version of yourself is there. Have the courage to be less guarded and invite self-expansion, spiritually, mentally, and physically. What can you do to open your heart and mind? It's a great way to end it. Do the deep dive this week. Start this and like follow it through September. Um, it's like once you get a thread, don't don't let it go. Just keep following it because like it just it opens up the field. This is what we need to be doing right now. This is what we're being guided to do. This is why we're also getting all of these signs, symbols, dreams, guidance, messages, is because they're like, keep following the breadcrumbs, keep pulling the thread, keep doing the deep dive. Because on that end of it is the connection, the higher self. It's what we've been trying to do this whole time. It's what we've been asking for. It's what we've been waiting for. Um, but we don't just get to sit in that land in between and wait for something to happen. We have to be doing this work in between. And not, that work is it's not really hard work. It's like we're being given gifts of messages every day. So it's just expanding. Expansion is the big part. Expanding your mind, expanding your thoughts, expanding your energy field, expanding your heart chakra, just really opening to it all, right? And knowing that we are in this time and space where how we shift to the next thing is by being open and trusting and using these gifts we've been given of our intuition, our guidance, all of it, right? It's been dormant in us for so long and it's been so um it's been suppressed by not by us. But now we're at the point where it's like it's really hard for us to get out of this. So the only person and energy holding us back is not all the things in the outside world, the finances, the politics, the blah, 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 blah. It's it's this, it's us. And it's a little bit of our own faults and it's a lot of the conditioning that we have on this planet. It's previously their fault. But now we're believing a story that is no longer uh it's no longer valid. It's not even a true story anymore. It's like it's a total lie. Um, so we have to stop telling ourselves that and making ourselves smaller because we're not. We are not, and we know that. We know that as soon as we start connecting into this third eye, and our higher self. And it's like, wait a second, no, 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 no. I am like far more powerful than that. Why am I listening to that same old song and dance and letting it keep me down? Yeah, I'm getting buzzy head now, so like we're totally on something here. So yeah, I mean the world's your oyster this week. If you're ready to like do the deep dive and do the work and really connect, miracles is all I can say. We've got like a few months here where before like I think it fully comes in, but we are definitely like fully on the path. It's just up to us about getting out of this mindset and moving into new earth mindset and but being okay with it. We're okay right now. We're in the middle ground. This is the perfect place to work on this. But really the call I'm getting is to leave that ego part of us behind and be connecting and listening more to the higher self. So I think that's the goal for September. So let's get to it, you guys. It's time. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Have a good week and we'll connect next week. Maybe telepathically if everything goes down. Okay, bye. I love you guys.